Hello, everyone, and welcome to the world of the International FabTalks. FabTalks is all about connecting with people from different parts of the world, allowing them to share the time with us and getting to know more about them. We want to understand how people work in different countries. What do they contribute to the entire universe? How you could also be a person who could contribute in the right way to the society, to the community, and to the universe at large. Today, we are really privileged to have the wonderful presence of a wonderful person. He's connected with students, he's connected with the community, he's connected with the right kind of work that needs to be done now. He's none other than our celebrity and guest for today. He's none other than Mr. Nelson Peter Ayililaran. He's joining us all the way from Nigeria. Join us, friends, to know more about our celebrity and guest. Let's welcome him on this special talk show, and we understand as to how he works for the betterment of the society. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Good morning from my side here in Nigeria. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you so much. My name is Peter NELSON Ayilararan from EKITI State, Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for being so polite and accepting the invitation to the International FabTalks. We see the humbleness in you, and we want all the people across the world to be humble, down to earth, and approachable for the right reasons. I go ahead and share your profile, and we begin the session. So, dear friends, I'd like to add to Sir's profile. He is connected to the Ministry of Youth Development. To put that right, Nelson Peter Ayililaran is from Nigeria, and he's connected to the Ministry of Youth Development. That's really nice. He's the Principal Youth Development Officer and also connected with planning, research, and statistics, etc. We'll get to know more about his journey and how we could also shape our careers in the right way and to do the very best for ourselves, our families, and for the world at large. Over to you, sir. We'd love to know how you entered into this beautiful field. We'd love to know about your interest in youth development and why you chose this beautiful career. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Like I said, I work in the Ministry of Youth Development as a Principal Youth Officer, and I started my career in 2014. That's 2014, where I serve as a Youth Development Officer, later promoted to Senior Youth Development Officer, and after I now Principal Youth Development Officer and as an acting director in planning, research, and statistics in the ministry. Yes, we agree with me that in every society we have 75% youth as the main population of the youth in every society. 60 to 75% in every society. And you know, they are very, very versatile and a very agile population. And then we have to deal with them in a very good and positive way to make sure that they develop, because they are the leaders of tomorrow. And we have to start training the leaders of tomorrow today so that they be good in the society. Yes, I started my career as a youth officer, like I said, and where we have lots of things to put together, like training for the youth, skill acquisitions, and we engage in so many intervention programs to make sure that our youth are doing well in their area of specialization, especially in the area of farming. We are able to put youth in forefront in youth in agric. We call it youth in agriculture, whereby we have so many of these youth in agriculture. We breed them, and then we train them what to do and how to do them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. That's really interesting. You're connected with the youth and encouraging them to do the right kind of things, focus on the right activities for the youth. What are the challenges that you face in this field? Like every career or every field has a lot of challenge. So what kind of challenge do you face in your zone?
Yep, thank you. I said that we have about 60 to 75% of the population as youth that we have to take care of. If we are able to take care of 75%, people in the society, it means that more than half of the problem has been solved. So we have a lot of things that we are facing that is giving us stress, giving us trouble, that serve as challenges to the development of youth in every society. I think in every society, especially in Nigeria, we have a lot of things that we are trying to put together to make sure that we get ourselves on the feet. Like we have positive upon in Nigeria, we have positive upon in my ministry. That one is giving us stress. It's giving us problem how we can fund all these programs that we have for them. Like we have a resource center in my ministry. We need a lot of things like systems, the computers to help the youth in digital training. We need we need 24 hours digital. What is it? Internet services, digital training. Then in agriculture, some of us are still using the primitive tools to practice agric. So we need government to kindly provide to us the tools, the mechanized tools, so that it will hit the production of all this their work. Then in the area of selection too, we have some of our youths who are into digital. Those who really belongs to the area of let me call it what do I call it now? Call it computer work. So these people are really in that need of what they can use so that they can connect, they can network, they can engage with their peer members outside the world, and they can be a good youth at the end of the day. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
No, our major problem is fund. Our major problem is fund. We need assistance from international community. We need assistance from our people. So we are calling on them to come and assist us in the state, in the EKITI state.
Thank you, sir, for sharing that. Thank you, Mr. Peter. What has been the contribution of other countries to the growth of Nigeria, to the growth of the youth in Nigeria? Have other countries come forward and have they collaborated in the right way? Is there support coming from outside Nigeria?
Yes, when I said intervention programs, where some countries like China, like US, like let me say European communities, they are coming in to assist the youth in the area of agric, because they are bringing in some of the seed, I think GMO and some other seeds to improve their production. And I think in some area they are connecting with them as in the area of digital training too. They are connecting with them, but this is not enough for them. They still need more intervention programs that can bring them up, that can make sure that make them, be useful to themselves and the community at large.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Peter. Thank you so much for sharing that. I would like to know what are the various measures or activities that you'll take into consideration when you connect with the female population in your country. The youth, which are, apart from the male members, only the female members, what are the special activities that you have for women in place?
Yes, thank you very much. Like you said, female are very important, the gender. To us here, we don't discriminate. To us, we carry them along in whatever that we are doing. Yes, as we have youth in agric, we have both male and female. We place so much premium on our female because they are our mother. And there are some things that we need to do that will make them feel part of us, that will make them know that we are not leaving them behind I am a gender expert. My master's in gender and development. So we don't discriminate, and we carry along our women in so many programs. In fact, we have Nigawat, is as an NGO that is taking care of the most especially our women in the states. And in Nigeria, you know, women emancipation is second to none. We are very, very sensitive about our genders. So that is it. There's no problem in that area.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that, Mr. Peter. That's well shared. I have a question for you. Apart from the youth, which you are all now focusing on, the youth development and the enhancement of youth programs, etc. Has the government of Nigeria or the people of Nigeria even focused on some beautiful programs for senior citizens? Now, it's always the youth that we think about in most of the countries, but are we all also focusing on our senior citizens who have spent a lot of hard work and toiled for the nation in a very right way? Is there something that you people would like to work for or are working on any projects connected to senior citizens?
Yes. Thank you so much for that question. Our aged are very, very important. And then without them, we don't have space. It's because, we have to take care of our aged. Yes, our senior citizens, you said, some that are working as a civil servant regularly, their pension must be paid. Apart from that, those that are even outside the government work, that are outside the society of, outside the ministry work should be taken care of, like having an old age home, like having a fun place for them where they can go and have fun. Yes, in EKITI State, in my environment here, we have old age home where the senior citizen can go into to have fun, to play games, to even lunch and dinners have time, and then so many other things. They have gym, but this area we still need some of the machines that they can use that are useful to this senior citizen, like well, we have a gym machine, we have a massage machine, we have all those things that are needed for them to keep them healthy, as we have in the capital city. So also we have in the local government area. So we need assistance in this area where we can have a home for them, where they can watch films, can listen to news, they can enjoy themselves, they can have fun, they can play games, and so many other things. So I think I have answered that question.
Excellent. That was beautifully shared. That's really nice. Thank you so much, Mr. Peter. It was, a pleasure to know that you all are concentrating on the senior citizens as well and giving them a lot of importance. That's really nice. Now, you being the officer over the chief officer connected to the youth, I will also focused on mental health because that is the most important thing. We try to give them different things like maybe access to a computer, access to education, access to some physical activities that they have to do, etc. The most important thing is the mental health of any individual. Now, as the youth of today are, a bit distracted because they have a lot of access to a lot of wrong information online and offline as well. So in what way do you and your team members work for the mental health of the youth of Nigeria? Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, my dear sister. It is a bothering issue. Mental health. There are various things that can contribute to mental health challenges across the world. And in the Ministry of Youth Development, we have a center, but now it has been given to Ministry of Women Affairs, whereby they deal with all these people that have mental issues And some may be as a result of taking hard drugs, some may be as a result of depression or whatever. But what I understand very well is that our mental health facility has not been so good across the country. We have lesser care for these people with mental health. Though we have the people in hospital that are taking care of these people issues of a mental health, but outside the hospital, they are supposed to be where they can orientate, where they can advise, where they can talk to them. Some people get it wrongly because they don't have orientation, get it wrong because they don't have somebody who can advise them in a very good way. Our people are more conversant with these social media now. They see many things on social media and they want to practice it as a youth. You want to try something. So these people need much orientation. They need people to counsel them on so many things that they're supposed to know. Mental health is a broad issue that's supposed to institutionalize, that's supposed to have a very separate department in every youth development ministry.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for sharing that. You've shared that well. Thank you very much. Mr. Peter, I'd like to take you forward and ask you about the food problem that people of Nigeria faces. Like, as you mentioned, there is some type of an issue with regard to the food accessibility to all the individuals in Nigeria. If you could just make that more clear for all our viewers as to what is the problem that people in Nigeria face with regard to food, why is it not accessible, maybe due to climatic conditions, or what could be the reason? Over to you.
Well, you can agree with me, you may not agree with me. And I want to tell you that the problem that we are facing today is as a result of our carelessness in the area of agriculture, food. There's no point for anyone not to be able to produce what he or she will eat. There are some people who are not in an area where they can farm. But some of us that are very close to where we can go to farm ourselves, we should be able to produce food for ourselves. Or anyway, well, food scarcity in Nigeria can be attributed to the fact that our management in the country are not doing very well in the area of food, giving us an enabling environment to produce food. We have insecurity, which is affecting every part of the country. The herdsmen problem, people going to farm and the cows and their herds, they go to the farm and destroy what they are planting. And then governments are doing little or nothing to curb this menace in our society. We have those who are very, very good in doing agricultural work, but are being destroyed by all these herdsmen. That is one of the problems. The second one is that government should at least give us machine to go to farm. Enough of going to farm with primitive tools. They should clear land for us. They should make available land for those who are interested in farming to at least boost their production. So, and then the issue of fuel scarcity contributed to most of the problem that we have in food, in production of food. You know, as the fuel is we have fuel like in Nigeria now, and then you cannot go to farm before you be thinking of how much fuel do I want to buy to go to farm, and then people are not even coming to work regularly the way they are coming before. So the issue is a very sensitive issue that the government should please assist us on how we can improve on our food production in the area of agric, the area of going to imbibe practice the modern way of agriculture. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peter, for sharing that with us. Thank you very much. I'd like to ask you this. Now, the youth of Nigeria, have they met on an international platform, connecting with students from different countries, with the youth of different countries, like an international platform? Like we could put it in this way, an international youth festival where students from Nigeria or the youth of Nigeria mix, collaborate, connect, and share their thoughts and views on a larger platform. Has there been programs like that, or you are looking forward to programs of collaborating with the world, I mean, with the youth of the world? Over to you.
Yeah, but I want to understand you better. There are some international students. I don't understand what you just asked, please.
Yeah, I'll repeat my
Please,
question.
can you come again?
I repeat the question. Now, there are some
Okay.
people, there are the youth of the world. Are they connected with the other people, other countries? Now, the youth of Nigeria, are they connected with the youth of America, China, Japan, with the world? Have they come on one platform? Have they had programs together? Students from Nigeria or the youth of Nigeria, Canada and USA and all of that on one platform. You get the point?
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, or you
Okay,
are,
I understand you now.
yeah. Over to you.
I understand you now. Well, so in some areas, the Nigeria youth are connecting with their counterparts outside the world through some programs, maybe seminars, conferences, youth seminars. We have one platform yearly, Africa Youth Conference. Then we have one in Ghana that's Nigeria Youth always go for conference every year. They are connecting. Yes, they are connecting. But yeah, we are having the result of these their connection. We are at least we have paradigm shift in the area of the belief and the belief of youth in some of our society. When they go out, just of recent, 7 of my youth in the ministry traveling to Ghana, though it's in Africa, for a conference. When they came back and they were reporting what they see in the area of agri, they brought some seed and then they learned some things that are different to how we do our things here. And I think that one is, I think they are coming up with some of the, there are some changes and they're coming up to effect the changes. And so all these youths, we still need more collaboration, especially in the area of AI, the artificial intelligence. We need more collaboration in the area of production. We need more collaboration in the engineering sectors. We need more collaboration in production section. What I mean is that our youth should be allowed, our youth should be financed to go out and study, especially in the area of production. You see, we need to improve on that. But well, I will say for now that we are not even in average. We are coming up a bit on that. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that. So you have a brighter look, I mean, a brighter vision for the future. To put that right, you have a wonderful vision for the future with regard to the youth and youth empowerment. We are proud of you because you're connected with the youth and empowering them in the right way. One last question, Mr. Peter. What would you like to share with the world? What is the message from Mr. Nelson Peter Ayiliaran to the entire world?
Thank you, my dear sister. My message to the entire people, entire world, youth across the globe is that we should try as much as possible to find something to do. We should not sit idle. We should not look at our job. I mean, we should try to be diverse in our job. Some who have not been employed, some who have not gotten employment, some who have not been able to get what should be able to do something. They should have something that they are doing. They should keep themselves busy. And throughout the world, throughout the globe now, the world is going into digital. So we should try and put, and register our presence in these areas. Then in the area of farming, we should try and put our time into it and see if we, there is one adage in my place that when there is food, your problem is lesser. When you eat, you'll be able to think of what to do. So it's very advisable for us as youth, for the people across the world to go into the farming and get something to eat. So thank you very much for this program, and it's a very great pleasure to be with you here and sharing my experience in the with you. I so much appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson Peter. Thank you very much for being a part of our show. Thank you so much for sharing your views and sharing the work that you do. We look forward to many more interactions with you, and we would love the people of the world to connect and bond with all the people of Nigeria for the right reasons, and connect with the youth as well. Especially the youth is the power of our, the coming years, the future generation, or maybe the years that are in front of us. We have to concentrate on not only the physical well-being, but also on their mental well-being and as well as their education.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nelson. Thank you very much. Thank you. My dear friends.
Nice having you. Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. My dear friends, with this, we'd like to come to an end to the International Fab Talks for today. If you like what the International Fab Talk team is doing, connecting with the right kind of people from different parts of the world, understanding what work they do, how they are impacting the lives of the youth, as well as, the senior citizens, so shared with that, and about the food, which is the most important thing that nourishes our body. If we could all work towards the empowerment of youth, the middle-aged, the senior citizens, of course, even take care of the little children around us, and empower people with the right kind of diet that they need in their lives. If you would love to connect with us, you could connect with us. And if you'd love to connect with our celebrity and guest, none other than Mr. Peter, you could connect with him. We'll share his details in the description when we share this video. Stay connected and stay blessed. And of course, protect yourself, love your family, and protect the universe. Stay blessed. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Thank you.